Today, guys, I will tell you a story. A story about how I lost and then recovered over $1,500 worth of tokens and over 25 million credits from my account. I definitely think that this could be helpful for any of you guys if you ever face this kind of situation in the future as well. So let's begin with today's history. Well, I'm at university, but I still live with my parents and my brothers since I'm still 2 years away from ending my degree. So around a week ago, I was playing Asphalt 9 when I got a call from one of my classmates regarding a team activity we had to do for our subjects. So I left my iPad unattended over my table while I was talking with this teammate. And relations between brothers are not always a path of rainbows and unicorns, so I had a not so friendly exchange of words with my brother a few days back then over a certainly stupid issue, so he took that moment when I left my desk to do a little bit of tomfoolery. In a nutshell, he went straight to the shop and began purchasing whatever was on site. All kind of useless packs, from the European season ones to the Frangivento Sorpasso packs. But he didn't stop there. He started upgrading random cards, attacking my credits over and over and over again. It wasn't like I had a billion credits, but still 75 million credits are better than nothing, I guess. And he was so fast that by the time I arrived at my desk, once I finished the call, I found an absolutely catastrophic scenario. Over 48,000 tokens were completely gone, 25 million credits evaporated into thin air, and I had absolutely nonsense cards like the Cyan at 5 stars. While I keep that card at 2 stars because despite the Cyan is quite funny to try, it's not a card as competitive as others like the Nevera, and thus I never consider it worth of my tokens. So, after finding out this mess, I proceeded to accordingly committing several actions that I'm sure that broke repeatedly the principles of the Geneva Convention and the Human Rights Act towards my brother. And, unfortunately, that kinda satisfied my rage, but did not give me my tokens and credit backs, so I had to head to customer care asking for mercy and redemption regarding the actions my brother did on my account. The first thing I was surprised about was the fact that customer care answered surprisingly fast, around a couple of hours after I submitted my request. And the second thing that I was surprised about was the fact that at first they said they could not refund the currencies, so I had to give them another option, reverting my progress a day before all this mess happened on my account. I thought that they would say basically no, because that couldn't be done or anything like that, but surprisingly, they said it was possible. So they explained all the risks that could imply reverting my progress back to that day and that I could lose a few things, but I was willing to take the risk if that meant that I would get my currencies back. And also the customer care agent explained that I could do that only once, and if I ever ask for that progress to be done again in the future, all requests would be denied. So I had no option, so after accepting all the terms, I wait until the next day when I woke up, and once I opened the game to check if there was a new answer regarding my issue, I was finally welcomed by my progress exactly as the day before the chaos took place. So I had to do my round final time again on the Frangivento Sorpasso Grand Prix, hours before the round ended, and I had to redo a few stages on the Jaguar XGR9 special event, but aside from that, everything was absolutely perfect on my account. So from now on, I will make sure that this mess never ever takes place again, and that's why my brother will be confined indefinitely in my basement along with all the other guys I blocked from this channel until I decide if he's worthy of recovering his freedom. If you ever face a similar situation, at least you have to contact customer care to ask for your final potential solution. Anyways, make sure to drop your supreme like, subscribe, and I will see you really soon with much more Asphalt content. Goodbye, guys!